This is the Strategic Business Policy of Coca-Cola by Kevin Correa, Cassandra Canales, Aaron Janis, Gabriela Gastelum, and Ryan Stracer. History of the company. Established in 1892, the flagship product Coca-Cola was created in 1886 by Dr. John Pemberton. It began as a medicinal tonic, quickly became a popular soft drink, and has expanded to over 500 brands operating in 200 plus countries, serving 1.9 billion beverages daily. Leadership and financial success. CEO James Quincy, since 2017, drives innovation and digital transformation. 2023, the financial results were 43 billion in revenue and 9% growth from the previous year. Growth attributed to smart acquisitions, premium products, and global reach. Commitment to innovation. Vision: becoming a total beverage company offering variety and choice worldwide. Guided by values: leadership, accountability, passion, and quality. Continues adapting to market needs, maintaining its status as a global leader. Coca-Cola sustainability goals. Water sustainability: reuse and recycle all water in production processes by 2030 to ensure sustainable operations. Restore and improve 60 key watersheds critical to Coca-Cola's operation and farming communities. Return 2 trillion liters of water to nature and communities globally by 2030 to address water scarcity. Partner with governments, sorry, uh, nonprofits, and global communities to provide clean water and access and better sanitation. Renewable energy: invest in solar, wind, and other clean energy sources to replace fossil fuels. Transition supply chains and facilities to renewable energy to reduce environmental impact. Cut carbon emissions across operations and align with global climate change goals. Advance sustainable practices and innovations to create a long-term positive impact on the environment.
Hi, my name is Ryan Strasser, and I'm going to be talking about the company information. The first slide here is going to be on executives. Now, there's many people in Coca-Cola's leadership team, but I will focus on these three. The first is James Quincy. He's the chairman and CEO. Joined the company in 1996 as part of Latin America Strategies Group. He has dominated many roles, such as president of Mexico's division in 2005, Europe's division in 2013, eventually becoming chairman and CEO in 2019. John Murphy, president and CFO. After becoming CFO in 2019 and chosen in 2022 to be the president of the finance department, he has overseen the roles in North America, Japan, and even parts of Asia. Manuel Arroyo, EVP and Global CMO, Chief Marketing Officer. Before becoming Chief Marketing Officer in 2020, he was well known for the company's bottling investment group. On this slide, I'll be talking about directors. I'll be talking about Herb Allen, Bella Braha, and Anna Botten. These are the three I'll focus on out of the directors that Coca-Cola has. There are some more, but again, I'll just focus on these three. Herb Allen, he was elected in 2021 for director, is the president of Allen and Company, LLC, where he oversees investment banking. Bella Baraha has been an elected director since 2024. She excels at the major television company known as Netflix, where she is chief content officer and is in charge of overseeing all languages. Anna Botten has been a director for the company for over 10 years when she was chosen in 2013. She is executive chair at a major banking group offering her professional financial opinions. Coca-Cola is in the bottled and canned soft drinks industry, SIC 2086, and also the soft drink manufacturing, NAICS 312111. Their competitors are PepsiCo, Keurig Dr. Pepper, Monster Beverage Corporation, and Celsius Holdings. Products include Coca-Cola, Body Armor, Powerade, Dasani, Fanta, and Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey mixed with Coca-Cola, sparkling soft drinks, water, juices, sports drinks, coffee and tea, plant-based beverages, value-added dairy, and alcohol ready to drink. Important findings from companies' management discussions and analysis. Business challenges and risks. Obesity. Coca-Cola wants to invest in research development for sweeteners that are non-caloric, that can help with the greatest tasting products, and by making sure people are aware of nutritional information by providing packaging that has nutritional information that is easily seen. Talent acquisition and retention. Due to the shortage of certified workers and compensation for workers has grown, competition for workers has grown. Their culture is important for finding and retaining employees. Critical accounting policies and estimates, revenue recognition. Once Coca-Cola finishes their transaction and the sale is acknowledged, they will collect the receivables before 6 months under term. Operations review, net operating revenues it increased 6% in the last year. Financial position, impact of inflation and changing prices, raising costs in the future to be able to pay for increased expenses of doing business and be able to stay productive and have the cash flows needed. Here's the balance sheet for Coca-Cola. This is from sec.gov. The total current assets are $26,732,000,000. Total assets, $97,703,000,000. Current liabilities, $23,751,000,000. Total liabilities, $70,223,000,000. Total equity, $27,480,000,000. And total liabilities and equity are $97,703,000,000. Here's the income statement from sec.gov. It shows net operating revenues or sales is $45,754,000,000. Cost of goods sold, $18,520,000,000. Gross profit, $27,234,000,000. Less expenses of $13,972,000,000. Operating income is $11,311,000,000. Income before income and taxes is $12,952,000,000. You less income taxes of $2,242,000,000. You have a consolidated net income of $10,703,000,000. And the net income attributable to share owners of the Coca-Cola Company are $10,714,000,000. Here is a statement of cash flows for Coca-Cola, also from sec.gov. Here we have the cash flows for operating activities, investing activities, financing activities. Your operating activities, the net cash provided by operating activities is $11,599,000,000. Your net cash provided by investing activities is a negative $3,349,000,000. Your net cash provided by financing activities is a negative $8,310,000,000. Your cash and cash equivalents is $9,366,000,000. Performance outlook for Coca-Cola. Some major viewpoints from analysts from companies like B of A are discussing the trends of struggles in other parts of the world due to certain conditions that could hinder product revenue, such as weather. Whereas Stanley Morgan analyst makes a great example of how strong a company Coca-Cola is by remaining at the top tier of its competition by offering consistency as the success. Coca-Cola was hit hard with drawbacks of people being less interested in purchasing their water and tea products, but was able to stay relevant with how much they profited from their upscale products like Fairlife milk and even their spin on seltzers. With the way inflation and the value of money is headed at this point, they're expecting a hit for the up and coming profitable year.
Hello, my name is Erin Genest, and I have been assigned the external analysis for Coca-Cola. When conducting an external analysis of Coca-Cola's general environment, focusing on trends, it's essential to predict how these will influence the company in the next 3 to 5 years. So first, we're going to cover technological trends, advances in product technology, automation and AI-driven processes in manufacturing can optimize efficiency, reduce costs, and ensure consistent quality. Digital transformation increases use of big data and AI for consumer behavior analysis, targeting marketing and supply chain optimization. Sustainability technologies, innovation in biodegradable and recycling packaging align with increasing consumer and regulatory focus on environmental responsibility. E-commerce and digital sales, expansion of online platform and delivery services for beverages supported by mobile apps and subscription services. Smart vending machines. Implementation of an IoT-enabled vending machine that provide personal drink options and collect consumer data. The predicted influence on technology trends is technological trends will have a high impact on Coca-Cola, particularly in areas like enhancing consumer experiences through digital platforms, meeting sustainability goals, which are increasing demand by stakeholders, expanding online and mobile sale channels. Demographic, current and emerging trends. Aging population in developed markets. Older consumers may prefer healthier or low sugar beverages options, promoting a shift in product portfolios. Growing middle class in emerging markets. Increased disposable income in countries like India, China, and Brazil can drive demand for premium or branded beverages. Urbanization. The growth of urban areas often correlates with increased consumption of ready-to-drink products due to convenience. Gen Z and millennial preferences. These demographics show a strong preference for health-conscious, functional beverages and value transparency in product sourcing and corporate practices. Increasing diversity. Catering to multicultural and global tastes requires offering a wide variety of flavor options and locally relevant products. The predicted influence of demographic trends is demographic trends will also have a high impact, especially in products innovated to meet the demand for healthier, functional beverages, regional diversification of products offering to cater to emerging markets, and marketing strategies tailored to young, eco-conscious consumers. Current and emerging economic trends. So global inflation and cost pressures could affect raw materials and distribution costs. Post-pandemic recovery, consumers may remain price sensitive, especially in emerging markets. Rescission risk in key markets could affect premium product lines. Now, the predicted influence, economic trends will have a moderate to high impact with inflation and supply chain disruptions being immediate concerns. Coca-Cola may need to balance affordability with premium offerings. Throughout this year, 2024, Coca-Cola shares have risen by more than 17%, recently boosted by positive second quarter results, bringing them close to their all-time highs. Political and legal trends. I actually got this graphic off of pestilanalysis.com, and it basically breaks down Coca-Cola for us. So, P is political, tax policies, trade regulations, tariff barriers, environmental regulations, political lobbying, political health policies, governmental contracts, economic, which we already talked about in the previous slides, interest rates, inflation, economic growth, exchange rates, unemployment rates, debt levels, consumer confidence, disposable income. For social, health conscious population growth, age distribution, income distribution, education levels, leisure activities, family structure. T is for technology, automation and robotics, data analytics, artificial intelligence, which is a huge thing right now, Internet of Things, mobile technology, e-commerce, and the blockchain. Environmental, climate change, water scarcity, waste management, carbon footprint, regulatory compliance, biodiversity, emerging usage, sustainable initiatives. And of course, the legal, food safety regulations, health and safety laws, environmental laws, advertising laws, labeling requirements, and of course, employment and labor laws. So basically, we're looking at strict, healthier regulations, sugar taxes and advertising restrictions, targeting on high calorie beverages, trade policies, changes in tariffs and trade agreements could impact on raw materials sourcing and distribution, and environmental regulations, increasing scrutiny on waste management and carbon footprint. The predicted influence on political and legal trends will have a high influence, particularly due to health and environmental regulations. Compliance and adaptation to these trends will require proactive strategies. Such a cute little boy. Sociocultural trends. Shift towards healthier and wellness, rising demand for functional beverages, infused water, probiotics, sustainability as a core value. Consumers demand eco-friendly practices in packaging and corporate responsibility. Cultural preferences. Localization of flavors and products to cater to diverse global audiences. Now, as you can see above, Coca-Cola Life was a reduced calorie version of the Coca-Cola. That's the one in the green can. And it was introduced in 2013, and it used a combination of stevia and different types of sweeteners. It was announced that due to the decrease in sales and increase in Coca-Cola Zero sugar sales, that Life would no longer be sold, and it was actually discontinued in June 2017. Predicted influence. The socioculture trends will be critical as Coca-Cola aligns its offerings and brand image with the value of health-conscious and eco-aware consumers. Global trends. Climate change impacts, disruptions in water sourcing and agricultural inputs, sugarcane and fruits. Emerging market growth in Asia, Africa, and Latin America offers sustainable growth opportunities, and geopolitical tensions could affect supply chains and market access. The predicted influence on this for the global trends will have moderate to high impact, especially concerning emerging markets and supply chain resilience. Coca-Cola has been a world player for a very long time. So the company is always working to improve and update its supply chain. Because the soft drinks sell so well, the supply chain focuses on managing the companies that work with it. In this case, communication with the partners and distribution to the point of sale are very important. Coca-Cola has always been and still is a very popular soda. Because of this, it is even more surprising that the company has kept its exact recipe and the steps of the Coca-Cola supply chain a secret for so long. Because the recipe is a secret, the supply chain is a bit mysterious, which is kind of pretty cool. Now, this one is very important. It's physical environment trends. Water scarcity, a pressure issue given Coca-Cola dependency on water-intensive processes. Sustainable packaging, increasing push to eliminate single-use plastics. Climate change risks, impact on agricultural supply chain and logistics. Now, over 73% of Coca-Cola's global water footprint is used to grow agricultural ingredients like cane sugar, oranges, and apples. This reduces reusing, recycling, and local replenishing water in water-stressed areas, using a watershed scorecard to address water scarcity, quality, and other issues, supporting access to safe drinking water and sanitation for vulnerable communities, helping build water infrastructures in a community near Coca-Cola plants, launching a project to find solutions where water is scarce, focusing on improving water efficiency in manufacturing and cleaning processes, and aiming to return 100% of the wastewater safely to nature. Now, the predicted influence physical environment trends will have a high impact, with water conservation and sustainable sources becoming critical to Coca-Cola's operational continuity. Coca-Cola has actually come a really long way since a decade ago when it was the target of boycott and consumer anger over its water use. Now, in corporate sustainability circles, it ranks as among the most responsible on water stewardship. Among the 7 segments, technological, sociocultural, and physical environment trends are likely to exert the most significant influence on Coca-Cola in the next 3 to 5 years. These areas represent opportunities and challenges in terms of innovation, consumer alignment, and environmental responsibility. Now let's get into industry analysis. We are going to cover Porter's 5 forces. Porter's 5 forces is a framework for corporate strategy that helps companies assess the profitability of an industry and how that positions themselves for success. The framework was developed by Harvard Business School professor Michael Porter and is based on 5 competitive forces that companies must consider in their strategies. A 5-force analysis can help companies determine which industries to compete in and how to create a business strategy. Now, the first out of the 5 is industry rivalry. Coca-Cola operates in a highly competitive non-alcoholic beverage industry, with the key rivals like Pepsi and smaller players in niche markets. Competitors invest heavily in marketing, innovations, and global expansion to capture market share. However, Coca-Cola's strong brand equity, extensive distribution network, and economies of scale provide it a competitive edge. The impact on this is moderate to high rivalry. While competition is fierce, Coca-Cola's brand strength and market dominance mitigate the impact of rivalry. Number 2 is threat of a new entrant. Barriers to entry are high due to Coca-Cola's strong brand, economies of scale, and established distribution systems. High initial investment in production, marketing, and distribution deters new players. However, smaller regional entrants focusing on niche markets, health-focused, or organic beverages pose a potential threat. The impact on this is low threat of new entrants. Coca-Cola's entrenched position and industry barriers make it challenging for new competitors to gain significant traction. Number 3, threat of substitutes. As you can see, the direct substitute good image on the right-hand side, Pepsi versus Coke, Starbucks versus Costa, and of course, Domino's versus Pizza Hut. The threat of substitutes is moderate to high, as consumers have a wide range of alternatives such as bottled water, coffee, tea, energy drinks, and homemade beverages. Increasing consumer preference for healthier, low-sugar options adds to the pressure. Coca-Cola's diversification into water, sports drinks, and functional beverages help reduce this threat. The impact on this is a moderate. While substitutes exist, Coca-Cola diversification portfolio and brand loyalty helps counteract this force. Number 4, power of suppliers. Now, Coca-Cola relies on suppliers for raw materials such as sugar, aluminum for cans, and packaging material. The company's scale and buying power allow it to negotiate favorable terms with suppliers. However, shortages in raw materials or environmental regulations like water usage could increase supply power. The impact on this is low to moderate. Coca-Cola scale gives it leverage through specific raw materials like water are critical and pose potential risks. And finally, the 5th one, power of buyers. Now, Coca-Cola has a broad and diverse customer base, ranging from individual consumers to retailers and food service operators. Large retailers like Walmart have negotiating power due to bulk purchasing, but Coca-Cola's strong brand often limits price sensitivity. Now, the impact on this is moderate buying power. While large retailers have some leverage, Coca-Cola brand loyalty and consumer demand reduce overall buying power. Now, Coca-Cola's industry is moderately attractive due to high barriers to entry, brand strength, and a diversified portfolio that reduces risk for substitutes and suppliers. However, increasing consumer health conscious and competition from established rivals and niche department pose ongoing challenges. Coca-Cola's ability to innovate and adapt to change market dynamics will determine its long-term attractiveness with the competitive industry. Now onto the competitors analysis. So current strategies. I have chose Pepsi, which employs a dual-focus strategy targeting both the beverages and snack market. Key strategies include the diversification, a portfolio balance between carbonated soft drinks like CSDs, like Pepsi, and non-CSDs such as Gatorade, Aquafina, and Tropicana. Health and wellness, expansion into healthier snacks and beverages, including plant-based and low-calorie options. Sustainability, commitment to reducing plastic use, achieving carbon neutral by 2040, and supporting sustainable agriculture. Digital transformation, use of data analytics and e-commerce platforms to enhance customer engagement and distribution efficiency. Strategic intent. This captures market share by outpacing Coca-Cola in the non-CSD and snack categories. Lead in innovation, particularly in health-conscious products and sustainability efforts. Globalize in footprint by leveraging emerging markets such as Asia and Africa for growth opportunities. Strategic mission. Sustainable practices, fostering healthy lifestyles, and delivering value to stakeholders. The company strives to align its products with evolving consumer demands, focusing on health, convenience, and affordability. Pepsi's mission centers on winning with a purpose, which integrates business success with social and environmental responsibility. Programs focused on three areas: the planet, ensuring that Pepsi operations don't harm the natural environment; the products, helping to improve health and well-being throughout the products it sells; and the people, contributing to communities and making a positive impact on society. Compatibilities and core competencies. This is an integrated product portfolio, a balanced offering of beverages and snacks, giving Pepsi a unique edge compared to Coca-Cola beverage only focus. Global supply chains and distribution. Strong infrastructure allows Pepsi to penetrate diverse markets effectively. Marketing expertise. Pepsi campaigns often resonate with younger demographics, leveraging celebrity endorsements and pop culture. Last but not least, competitive response profile. Product innovation introduces new products regularly to align with Pepsi's trends. Pepsi Zero Sugar, bubbly sparkling water. Bubbly is actually really good. I drink it all the time. Marketing rivalries. Engages in high-profile marketing campaigns and sponsorships, such as NFL partnerships to maintain visibility against Coca-Cola's global campaigns. Geographic focus prioritizes growth in emerging markets, challenging Coca-Cola's dominance in those regions. And of course, sustainability initiatives. Targets eco-conscious consumers with efforts to reduce plastic and carbon emissions, countering Coca-Cola's similar goal. And that is all for my portion of the presentation. Thank you so much.